Hi, my name's Siri Patterson. I'm a journalism major with a poli-sci minor, and I am the current managing editor of the Appalachian, which is App State's student-run newspaper. So with the Appalachian, this previous year was the news desk editor, which basically means that I'm looking at the community and the school to find local newsworthy stories that tell the stories of a diverse audience and make sure that we're including a vast portion of the Appalachian culture, or Boone's culture. And so with that, we're finding stories, interviewing people, and then as an editor, you're editing all these stories for fact errors and name checking and making sure that everything just fits well so that the reader can get the most out of it and understand the most from the story that we publish online and in print. We spend a long time fact-checking and making sure that the pieces of information that we're sharing with our community are accurate, ethical, and representative of all the different perspectives involved in whatever conflict or event or protest or whatever it may be. As a journalist, it is very fulfilling for me because, you're meeting all these different figures and peoples within the community. And so that means, going to town council meetings or going to local protests, whether either in the community or within the campus. And then even just walking up to people on campus or on King Street and getting their take on something that we feel the general audience would have a perspective on. And that is really fulfilling because you do get to know these people and you kind of skip that small talk portion of it and you get right to, their passions, their goals, what they want, what they are seeing. And so in that way, I feel that, even though it's not really a two-sided relationship, I'm getting to be this observer, this audience member in so many different people's lives. And with that, you really get to find your respect for just the human perspective. The Appalachian has been around for 90 years. And even though we each only serve as a small portion, a little sliver of that time, you can feel the support from years past. And even if that's just in the form of looking up their stories and seeing, okay, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, this is what they were writing about, this is what's important to them. And it's really cool to us to be able to see that history and see that background, and we want to help share that with the current students. But you can have so much of an impact on the school. And I think that's shown through the Appalachian's continuous storytelling of the different perspectives over these past 90 years. Just support student journalism in any way you can, even if that means just picking up a newspaper and reading it.
That's crazy.